Headlining this event is the pinnacle of most wrestlers' careers. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 WrestleMania main events. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll only be looking at matches that went on last, so no co-main events here. Number 10, Hulk Hogan vs André the Giant, WrestleMania 3. This showdown between giants resulted in one of the most iconic moments in wrestling history, as Hulk Hogan body-slammed the towering André at the peak of their match in the Silverdome just outside of Detroit, Michigan. The actual in-ring quality of the match may not live up to some of the others on this list, but it's impossible to deny the appeal of seeing these two classic wrestling legends go face to face. It was an early moment of storytelling genius that helped pave the way for the company moving forward into the 90s, and helped raise the profile of WrestleMania to what it is today. Number 9, Shawn Michaels vs Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 14. This 1998 battle took place between two of the best wrestlers of their generation, both on career hot streaks, though not for long. Michaels, the current champion, was banged up, and this would be the Heartbreak Kid's final match for 4 years due to lingering injuries. The match was an entertaining back and forth featuring appearances by DX members Chyna and Triple H, and because it's WrestleMania, famed boxer Mike Tyson. Legend has it that Michaels was hesitant to put over the up-and-comer Austin, but in the end, the Texas Rattlesnake was victorious and left WrestleMania as champion. Number 8, Triple H vs Shawn Michaels vs Chris Benoit, WrestleMania 20. It's impossible to list WrestleMania main events without including this matchup, despite the presence of Chris Benoit. The sheer caliber of in-ring talent in this bout for the World Heavyweight Championship is special to see, with Triple H coming into the event as champion, Michaels still only a couple of years back out of retirement, and Benoit main eventing the biggest show of the year for the first time. The three men battled back and forth before Benoit came out on top, winning his first and only WWE World Championship. Benoit's close friend Eddie Guerrero ran out to celebrate, capping the night with an emotional send-off. Number 7, Kurt Angle vs Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 19. After winning 2003's Royal Rumble match, the young Brock Lesnar was slated to face the All-American Kurt Angle at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. In the lead-up to their match, Angle defeated Lesnar to retain his belt on an episode of Smackdown. But once the pair met on the grand stage, Lesnar would walk away victorious after a memorable and entertaining match between the two athletes. This match also features a shooting star press botch by Lesnar that honestly makes the whole thing worth seeing. After the match, Angle embraced Lesnar and raised his hand, putting over the young talent. Number 6, The Rock vs John Cena, WrestleMania 28. After interfering in the previous year's main event between John Cena and The Miz, The Rock's great return to the WWE after years in Hollywood would be built around this marquee matchup between two mega stars. The match was advertised as a once-in-a-lifetime match, though the pair would face off again the following year. So much for that idea. Despite this, the match lived up to the hype. The two men worked at each other back and forth, kicking out of each other's finishers multiple times before The Rock shockingly came out on top, pinning Cena after a rock bottom. Number 5, Shawn Michaels vs Bret Hart, WrestleMania 12. The legendary rivalry between these two Hall of Famers had a basis in reality, as the two were notoriously not fans of one another. This resulted in several memorable matches, however, including this WrestleMania 60-minute Iron Man match for the World Heavyweight Championship. The match has a slower pace than many might be used to, but it's impossible to deny that the two men are some of the best wrestlers of their generation. At the end of the time limit, neither man had secured a pin, and the match would go on into sudden death. Finally, with the match totaling an hour, 1 minute and 52 seconds, Shawn Michaels pinned Bret Hart to win his first World Championship. Number 4, Edge vs The Undertaker, WrestleMania 24. By 2008, The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak had reached 15-0. Edge was at the top of his game, also never having lost a singles match at WrestleMania. The two men met in the main event of WrestleMania 24, with Edge defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the Phenom. The match is full of reversals by Edge and includes a rare high-flying Undertaker moment. Edge held on as long as he could, withstanding multiple finishes and using the help of his allies. But The Undertaker was able to make Edge submit to Hell's Gate, winning the title and keeping the streak alive. Number 3, Randy Orton vs Batista vs Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 30. 2014 was truly Daniel Bryan's year. The Yes movement was in full swing and the crowd was fully behind him. After being screwed out of the main event time and time again, Bryan was given the opportunity to face Triple H at WrestleMania. If he won, he would be able to compete in the main event that very same night for the WWE title against Randy Orton and Batista. Bryan prevailed and became one of the few people to compete in multiple matches in a single WrestleMania. The triple threat itself was a solid match, but the real moment of the night came from Daniel Bryan's emotional victory celebration. Number 2, The Undertaker vs Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 26. At WrestleMania 25 in 2009, The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an acclaimed undercard match that many said stole the show. The following year, the two would face each other once again, this time in the main event. The build leading up to this match made it seem like it wasn't going to happen, but it inevitably did, and it did not disappoint. With Shawn Michaels' career on the line against Undertaker's long and storied WrestleMania streak, the two legends went all out. Undertaker came out on top, retiring Michaels and advancing his streak to 18-0. The two men embraced in a fitting end to their legendary in-ring rivalry. Before we reveal our top pick, here's some honorable mentions. Number 1, The Rock vs Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 17. The main event of what is considered by many fans the best WrestleMania is the second of 3 WrestleMania matches between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Though all 3 of their matches are excellent, this one stands out for its use of a no disqualification stipulation and a memorable heel turn by Austin, who aligned himself with Vince McMahon in one of the most shocking WrestleMania moments. Austin savaged The Rock with a chair and became the new WWF champion, ending the night by celebrating in the ring with Mr. McMahon and turning his die-hard fans against him. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.